Hey, everybody, welcome to Blathering. Thought my camera was in. It's not. Hey, on the audio version, that doesn't matter. Welcome to another episode, return episode. Took a week off. Traveled, took in the world, and just kind of recentered myself. So there you go. Physics buddy Joe already misses the stash. Temporarily sans beard, which if you watch Force Center over the weekend or on Monday, you saw the results of me removing the handlebar mustache, which I think is smart. But now we're stuck with this ugly face, and it's absolutely depressed me. It's been a bad week of just trying to avoid mirrors. But I'm here with all of you and happy to be here. Here is, Laserbolt says this. Laserbolt, who has a great beard himself, says, young Ken with us for a while. This face is older than the beard face. You can't convince me otherwise. I look like a shapeless blob of a 65-year-old retired school teacher from the city of New York. Young Guns 2 reference, of course. I look so old. It's driving me absolutely insane. Absolutely driving me insane. But that's my stuff to deal with, not yours. I even have a note from therapy. Can you see it? The note from my therapy. God, too many damn lights in my studio. Well, the note says I need to approve of me. And that's the approval. Sean's here says, missed your face. Channel 19, Dave McKiss says, voted. I just don't see how you guys see this face is younger. The beard is hip. It's hip. It defines the face. This, I look horrendous. I can't even look at. I don't know what's going to happen on the show tonight. I have some things planned. Where did I write that down? GOT Rewatch returns tonight. I don't have a ton to say. It's one of my least favorite episodes, but it has some of my favorite things in it. Season 7, Episode 6, Beyond the Wall. We'll talk about that. I'm going to give you an update on my neighbor. I have an interesting update on the neighbor. We're going to start a new segment tonight called Sin Confessions, Your Sinful Confessions. I have one here. First, I want you to call in and go ahead and let me know your sinful confessions. And then one little note here. Oh, also, I as I do from time to time, switch the call-in links. So if you are a Patreon supporter or a YouTube channel member, you should have the brand new call-in links. And Jared, I pinned it. Okay, it's a pinned post. On Patreon, so you can't miss it. Okay, Jared? Okay. Also, I'll just say this up top. I was at lunch today at the Smokehouse with Joseph Scrimshaw. And in the middle of our lunch, confirmed big Star Wars news broke. Kathleen Kennedy retiring, stepping down as president of Lucasfilm, Dave Filoni and Lin-Wen Brennan taking over, split duties. I have a lot of thoughts on that. Not going to talk about it here. No Star Wars talk here. This is my time away from Star Wars. I love Star Wars. It is my life in a lot of ways. It is also not my life in a lot of ways. I ask kindly that no one asked me any Star Wars questions today. Also, there's another reason for that. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific live, we do our normal Force Center Friday stream. Going to be a little bit different tomorrow, and I'd love for you all to check it out. We are going to be not taking calls tomorrow. I got to let the Force Center Patreon know. Makai, if you can get on that. We are going to take your questions, but it is a charity stream tomorrow. So there are two organizations. I can highlight them here. It is a Community Aid Network, Minnesota, and the Immigrant Law Center. Two organizations helping on the ground in Minneapolis, St. Paul right now. So Force Center is going to be doing a charity stream tomorrow. Money from the Super Chats that we get and from the episode will go to those two organizations. And so we'll talk Star Wars tomorrow there. So no Star Wars today. Please, for the love of God, I don't need your Dave Filoni opinions now. I don't need your Kathleen Kennedy opinions now. 90%, 97% of the takes out there are yours to have, not mine to need to pay attention to right now. So that is where we're at. Scotty J. Rowe going to call in here in a second. I don't know what the hell. I asked for it. I begged Scotty or Jerry or Alden to call into the show tonight. And I think only Scotty's prepared to answer the call. We'll see. Jerry's looking up UFO news. So I did post the links, and I want to say this too. Scotty says, I'm fixing a equipment issue. David Mackay, will I be taking Willow questions? Yes, Willow questions up and down. With the new Colin links, I want to say rules. I put some, not even guidelines. Let's say strong suggestions. If you call it in, there's a lot of regulars. We're not hanging out. We're putting on a show together. So I want you to get in here, have a question, have a comment, get in here and put in the private chat what you're planning to talk about or ask about. So like a radio show, I can put it together. You also might be wondering, hey, ain't that other guy? Where's that other guy that hangs around here sometimes? The guy that makes this show happen, Producer Steve. Producer Steve is off today. For those that know, he has been battling a massive, I guess, flu bug that's gone around. It's not the big COVID. It's not that. He has got some massive flu bug that has absolutely just put him on the sidelines. We send our best to Steve, but definitely no need for him to be here tonight. He needs to rest up there. All right. Okay. All right. But I do like when Steve's here because then he can talk while I take a drink. I had too much cheese toast for lunch. A couple updates. And then when Scotty is ready, Scotty's going to give me a thumbs up where he is camera ready. He's not giving me the thumbs up now. He is just shaking his head. I could see him. Okay. Ranger Donald accuses producer Steve of having the Eagles lose flu. I'm not saying that's wrong. A couple things. All right. So I've talked about here on the show before that I have a neighbor, not directly, about two houses up from me on the other side of the street. He's been a problem for a long time. He's been a problem, especially since his dad passed away. He lives in the house alone. He doesn't leave his house a lot, barely see his car out of there. I don't even think he works. I mean, I don't leave my house a lot because I work from home. He might work from home too, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't care. But he very rarely leaves his house. When he does, it's often to yell at people. And as I said recently, about 3 blocks away from me, he videotaped me. And that's not the first time. That was a confirmation of another time where I was taking the trash out and I looked over and I'm pretty sure he was videotaping me from across the street. Confirmed another weird thing he does. I thought he had done this. I thought I caught him doing this once before. And I just want you all to weigh in on what this means psychologically for this guy. First of all, he got in a screaming match with some people passing through the neighborhood on Tuesday. I was coming back from my walk I do every Tuesday morning with my friend Jason, and I had headphones in, but I heard what I thought. I was like, that's weird. Is there screaming in this song? I'm not listening to David Bowie, but is there screaming I didn't previously hear? And it was him yelling at a young couple pushing a stroller with their baby. I don't know how started. And maybe they started it. I don't know. But he was yelling. So I went back. They kept walking. I went inside my house. I have I guess I'll say handyman, but a guy who has worked in this house for a very long time since I've lived there. He's doing some work on the house right now. So he was outside with his worker. I was taking the trash cans in. And so as that's happening, I was kind of chatting with them. I was going for my trash cans. The owner of my favorite local 7-Eleven walks by, and he occasionally is in the neighborhood. He walks his pug, which is named Two Pug Shakur. Love it. And so I see him, and I've chat with him, and I kind of joke, hey, here's where I live, and I give him a fist bump. My neighbor comes out at that time, and I confirmed it. He comes out pretending to be on a phone call. He has his cell phone up to his ear, and he's loudly screaming into it. So if he is on an actual phone call, the person on the other end isn't enjoying it. And he starts talking to me, but kind of about me as if he's on the phone. And so I'm talking to the guy working on my house, and I kind of can hear this. And the 7-Eleven managers pass by. And I hear the guy go, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, so what do you do all day? Do you just stay home all day and then come out and just talk to random people who pass you on the sidewalk? Huh? Is that what you do all day while you get your trash cans in? Interesting. Wow, that must be really fun. And he's on the phone saying this. And he did this before when I was actually talking to another neighbor who lives in the house right next to me, but more like directly across from the guy. And one of the people who lives in the house about 9 o'clock at night will come out and smoke a cigarette. And I'm talking to the boyfriend of that girl. And the guy, the neighbor had come out on his phone being like, oh, look at this. Just people hanging out here. Do you see this? There's hanging out here. They come out here smoking on their patio at 9 o'clock at night. So I want to know what you all make of that. I want to know what you all make of that. Because I did not get, in fact, I was listening with one ear, just kind of laughing. And as long as he does that, as long as he stays on his front yard, go have at it, nutball. Like, yeah, Addy says he sounds like he has some serious problems. He does. Laserbolt. Your neighbor doesn't know he sounds psycho. Yes, that's kind of where I think that's kind of where I think it is. So I'll keep you updated on that. Scotty J-Ro is coming up here next. Real quickly, I have a sinful confession, and I want you all to call in tonight if you have any sinful confessions. I'm going to start this as a new segment. We'll do it as a soft launch tonight. I was taking Franny out for a walk this morning. Franny does like to, tink and claim territory occasionally. Works in a little dew. It's a good, healthy morning walk. We passed by some other person. We're on a side street on the Parkway. I don't know how it works in other states and commonwealths, but parkways are usually the little strip of grass or land in front of your house, but across the sidewalk that are more likely city property, but not connected to your yard. Are we understanding? Some other large dog had done its business, and the owner did not pick it up. I don't do that. I always pick things up, okay? I always make a double effort to pick things up if Franny leaves something. So Franny, like a dog, is smelling it. Not uncommon. I don't mean to get disgusting here. Steve would hate this for doing poop humor. Franny sniffs it, and then I'm anticipating she's going to pee in the area to claim it, because that's what dogs, cats, and animals do. I'm sure squirrels do as well. She doesn't. Franny dude right next to the do, as if to say, good idea. And I went to pick it up. But here's my sinful confession. This was on the yard, the Parkway, that belongs to someone about 4 or 5 blocks away from me that flies a "Don't Tread on Me" flag, that flies a 1776 American flag, that has American flag crosses in their front yard, that has another "Don't Tread on Me" sign hanging above their front door, has a big German Shepherd named Maverick. That's a very nice dog, just sits in the front yard, very well behaved. And I decided I wasn't going to pick it up. This guy doesn't want me to tread on him. I'm sure that only goes one way. So I said, you know what? Franny has decided to tread on you. And I didn't pick it up. That's my sinful confession. I went against my own morality. I usually have to pick it all. I go to great lengths to clean up after my dogs. I left it. And I hope that mega fuck has to clean up two piles of dog shit in the morning. I'm not saying I'm a resistance hero. I'm just saying I feel bad about it. And I ask to you, the audience, should I? Let me know. Brad says, I hope it treads on. Laserbolt asks a great question. What the hell is going on in your neighborhood, bro? My neighborhood is Burbank is actually predominantly red. I think at best you might call Burbank purple. It has a lot of creative folks in there, which would generally speaking lean to liberals. That's definitely the case. You have a lot of houses flying trans rights flags. You have a lot of houses with the no hate here things in their front yard. And Democrats do have an easier time of winning in Burbank. But Burbank is also made up of mostly the crew people in Hollywood, the ones that still remain. There's no work here, and that is predominantly red, libertarian leaning. Like Hollywood is way more conservative than I think people understand. And that's where a lot of them are in Burbank. Burbank has, I have a joke in my act, but Burbank has like over like 10 gun stores or something in a small range near me. There's literally gun stores every couple blocks. Big for that area. So Laserbolt says, I live in Michigan. I've left Ted Nugent times here. Yeah, so that's, I think, kind of what's going on there. So let me know if I did wrong by not picking up Franny's doo-doo. And I want you to call in with your sinful confessions here tonight. All right. I've made him wait too long. We have a call from Evan coming shortly. But here we have Mr. Scotty J. Rowe coming in hot. How you doing, Scotty?
Hot. I'm doing good, Ken. How are you, buddy?
I've been okay. I've been okay. I've been better, but I've been worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. I get that. I have a fun thing to bring in tonight. Not that I can do this every week, but I have it in the shared. If you want to share the screen that I have on here,
okay.
I made a PowerPoint presentation.
Okay.
For those that don't know, there's this thing called Italian brain rot. And this is hosted by Scott Jarrow, the middle school educator, not Scotty J. Rowe. So we're going to get that forward with, just so everyone knows that this is going to be an educational process. Ken, do you know anything about Italian brain rot? Anything, a thing?
No, I know what bed rot is. I do that every Saturday morning.
This is not the same as bed rot.
Yeah, did it a little bit today. Okay, Italian brain rot. Take me through this.
Okay, so this is all, and look, I'm a good educator. It's going to have a source citation first, so you know it's legit. I'm not going to save it for the end. Everyone discredits the end. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, it's the end of the whatever. So we're going to look at what Italian brain rot is, and I'll explain it to you step by step. Okay, this has been directly copied from Wikipedia. Italian brain rot is a viral internet meme phenomenon that began in the early 2025s. Spread rapidly on platforms like TikTok, Instagram, featuring surreal AI-generated images and short videos of bizarre hybrid creatures with pseudo-Italian names and nonsensical voiceovers. These characters, like a three-legged shark in sneakers or a ballerina with a cappuccino for a head, are narrated with exaggerated Italian-style text-to-speech audio, and the whole trend thrives on absurdist, chaotic humor that feels intentionally meaningless yet highly shareable, especially among Gen Z and Gen Alpha. With that term brain rot itself referring to a numbing mental effect of consuming trivial online content. So that was Oxford's 2024 word of the year, and now used to describe the meme subgenre style and appeal. So you don't know anything about this. You are in the dark.
Do not know.
Not even from playing Fortnite. Not even from.
No, where would it come up in Fortnite?
There's moments. So we're gonna look at that. We're gonna analyze it. Here we go. The origins. 2023, early Italian influence absurd memes, including rhyming phrases, begin circulating and are later referenced as precursors. In January 2025, TikTok videos featuring brain rot audio and AI creatures start appearing. Tralaleo Tralala is widely seen as the first breakout character. February to March of 2025, meme spreads rapidly and many new characters and variants appear as other creators adopt and remix the style. So, as a middle school educator, I know, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. It's hurting your old man brain.
How do you say it again? Tralalero,
tralala.
Tralalero, tralala. Okay.
Okay, so it's a little bit, it's nonsense, right?
Okay.
There's some of it has logic, some of it has no logic at all, and this is all my students want to hear. There's an AI generated song they want me to play in class, and of course I'm not going to tell them no, and it's all Italian brain rot. I've hung out with my cousin's son over my Christmas break, and we watched named that Italian brain rot quizzes. It's like a trend. It's like Pokemon. I'm sure that freaks you out.
I understand what trends are. I participated in Pokemon Go in 2016. Okay.
Ooh, 10 years ago. Okay. A better time. So we're going to move on to the actual activity of tonight's thing. And also, of course, I can't leave it without the Ken Napzok twist of it all. There are some possible dark origins to these memes. Some commentators argue that the earliest Italian brain rot memes trace back to offensive or blasphemous Italian audio, including phrases insulting God and Allah, which led to account removals and sparked controversy once translations were circulated. Others point to certain characters and audio variations, such as those referring to warfare or real-world violence, as evidence that the trend's absurd humor sometimes masks disturbing or insensitive themes. Critics describe this as an example of irony shielding, where surreal AI visuals and nonsense language allow for potentially harmful ideas to spread widely without users fully understanding the content they are sharing.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
I will show you
like
what these things look like. So now you and your audience will have the opportunity to give these creatures their names. And I will then reveal what the creatures' actual names are, their actual names, and play the audio of those creatures. Are you ready for this?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, here we go. This is the first one, Ken. What would you name this creature?
Trisharkticon.
Trisharkticon. If anyone in the chat wants to quickly voice what they believe the name of this character is, you are more than welcome to. We've got a 3-legged shark that is obviously wearing Nikes.
Can I change it to Trisneakicon?
You know what's really crazy? You got the TR part very much correct. Try something. Si sette, Italian for 6'7". No, it's not Italian for 6'7". Not Meg the Peg. So remember, this is absurdist humor that's making fun of the Italian dialogue and language.
Okay.
Unbelievable. 8898448.
Brady.
This is here we go.
Yeah.
This is the name of the character. This is Trolalelo Tralala. So you were close. Try something. So I'm gonna play the audio that accompanies this character. It's gonna be a little loud, but I'm gonna turn. This is it. Here we go.
Trallallero trallallà, porco Dio e porco Allah. Ero con il mio fottuto figlio merdardo a giocare a Fortnite, quando a un punto arriva mia nonna, Ornella Lecca Cappella, a avvisarci che quello stronzo di Burger ci aveva invitato a cena per mangiare un purè.
That's the gist of it.
Okay. All right. And so how would I how would I use that?
Well, it's useful. So obviously you can speak to young people like this. If you see someone maybe under the age of 6 in public, you could very easily say tralalelo tralala and they would get it.
But what would they get?
There was a mutual understanding of sound. There's not really anything specific there. There's more of these. We're not done. Okay, next one, Ken.
Okay.
So think Italian. It's some sort of alligator or crocodile meets an airplane. What would you call this creature?
Saludagadero. See, I feel to fully do this, you have to do Italian stereotypes.
Okay,
which puts me into a compromised spot.
So as not cynical as our friend Alden Diaz is, you know, I delivered this same thing.
He's a cynical cuss, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I delivered the same exact thing to him, and I was like, "What would you name this thing?" And you know, he had his funny comments, but it's when you get a laugh out of him over something so absurd, it feels good. I think you'll get a laugh out of this name. This name is actually pretty clever. You ready?
Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
This is Bombadiro Crocodillo.
I almost think I could have guessed
You
that.
did. You were pretty close. By Plano Ali, Karakam. All these comments are really good.
And we have to, and you of course have to say this with a stereotypical Italian hand gesture. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
And so here's the audio. And this one's short. This is only 20 seconds. So this
short.
Bombardiro crocodilo. Un fottuto alligatore volante che vola e bombarda i bambini a Gaza e in Palestina.
And it's
non
done in
crede
that.
Allah.
Oh, it's done in that horrible Jeffrey Wright, poor Jeffrey Wright AI kind of voiceover thing. Oh my God. Bombadiro crocodilo. Okay, but again, where would I use this? So if I'm a hip kid, tucka, and I'm playing Fortnite, I just, hey, squad mates, Bombadiro crocodilo, and they all hey, like, what is this?
I don't know, man, but I feel like you could go up on your stand-up sets and just say these names, and it would probably do pretty well.
Okay, next one.
Next one.
How many? We're not going to do. How many slides have you prepared? 92.
There's only 10. You're on 3, and this one is not what you would expect it to be. Okay, this one is a baseball bat person. It looks like. What would you give? What would the name be for this one?
Cock a swinging wood.
This is tongue sahur.
Oh, get out of here.
So this This is what it sounds like.
Are you familiar with the 1972 song? Was it Adriano Celentano or whatever? Italian rocker?
Yes, of course. That's
who
the one
made
where he's saying nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is this the reverse of that? Are we just getting him back?
I kind of think in its own weird way that art does do that, like truly, and I think this might be that's a good song too. Okay, here we go. Here's what
I played it on Pop
like.
Rockin' Radio. Okay. Just play a little bit.
Tung 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 sahur.
Okay. What came first? The weird little guy here? Cockwood? Or the audio?
That's the mystery. That's the thing I don't understand.
No one knows?
No, well, I mean, I'm sure there is some sort of origin. It's probably deeply embedded in 4chan culture and things that we just need to escape from. But it permeates.
I'm worried. I'm worried that YouTube's going to shut me down because I'm spreading fascist kind of words here.
It won't. I promise. There's a game on Roblox that my students play called Steal a Brain Rot, and this is the characters you can steal and steal a brain rot.
Okay.
It's a real thing.
Next. Okay. This is Olifanta Cacti.
Here we go. The name is Lira. Lira. I can't even say it.
Is that Italian for horrible sandals?
Look, you can hear what he says. You could probably decipher this because I know you're. I don't know if you're of Italian descent. You're probably of some sort of Germanic descent, probably
Russian, Ukrainian.
Oh, that makes sense with the facial structure and the wanting to be a cop. All right, let's do this. Here we go. Oh, this one's quiet. Barely.
Yeah, I can't. That's okay.
Le spine del cactus mi fanno un attacco flashback. Arriva zio Ramon su una mongolfiera blu, gridando.
Okay, the next one. Good luck with this next one.
I heard a taco flashback. Oh my god. Wow. Okay.
And then, you know what?
Vermont Mike is right. This feels like modern day Garbage Pail Kids. Yeah.
Kind of, but of no parody. It's like a parody of nothing.
Right. Okay.
So what's your take on this guy?
This is Eletria Birdo Bignos.
That's pretty good. It's not that. It's brr brr patapim.
Did you just put a demonic curse on me? Do that again. Brr brr papadim. Papadim.
Brr brr patapim. Here we go. Listen to this.
Brr papadim.
Brr patapim. Il mio cappello è pieno di slim. Nel bosco
brr brr papadim.
Viveva un essere assai curioso.
Oh my gosh.
Con radici intrecciate.
Okay, here we go. Next one.
David McKay says his nose should be pixelated, and that's true. Okay. Okay.
It's like a combo.
This one is. Oh, I know this one. This is Baba Joe.
We couldn't talk. We're not supposed to talk Star Wars. You made that very clear. You made that very clear. You're very close. This is a character by the name of Tripa Tropo Tralala Liri Ralila Tung Tung Zahor Bonka Tung Tung Tralelo Trippy Trali Tropa Troka Kakadina.
Who came up with that? George R. Martin? That is when he overnames characters.
It's pretty cool.
Tripa Trolala Lila Rila Tung Tung Bonka Tung Tung Tralala Trippy Tropa Kakadina. God bless you.
You almost sing a melody to the rap song that is all this inspired. I'm not even kidding. There's a rap song, and it goes. I have to remember it, but we can listen to this real quick just so you can hear how to say this character's name.
First of their name.
Tripa, tropa, tralala, liri lira, tung tung, sahur, boneca, tung tung, tralalelo, tripi, tropa, crocodina, la grande combinazione dei nostri animali, brain.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay, so all right. So then the other question I have again, I'm not understanding if I'm a student in Mr. J. Rowe's class,
that's right,
Giroux, whatever the hell your Louisiana name is.
It's coon-ass. It's very Cajun.
If I'm sitting in there, do I just turn to my friend little Timmy and go trippa trappa tra la 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 la
yes.
tongue tongue? I just say it
100%. That's that, and I'll walk in and go tongue 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 so whore, and they're all like ah. It's like it's like I'm Norm. It's like I'm Norm in Cheers.
Of course, you're the cool teacher that walks in and goes tongue cha la la trippa tra la cacatino. They all go Mr. J. Rowe. Yeah, okay.
They love it. I always call them children of Christ after I say it.
Okay, okay. Next up,
there's only three more. There's only three more.
This is name this creature.
This one you'll like. You'll like this name a lot. This one is actually kind of part of the. If you really think about it, you've got a chimp and a banana. I think you could actually call this name.
I'm gonna call it the Mr. Peely Chimpanzee.
Holy shit, Ken.
Yeah?
Chimpanzini Bananini. You were so close,
Close.
dude.
I just went with the Peely because it's connected to Fortnite.
A little bit, yes. Okay, next one. Here we go.
Okay. This is Adreno Latina. Like latte.
Hold on.
Adreno
Here we go.
latte.
Here we go. This is Ballerina Cappuccina.
Oh, that's okay. I like that one. Less
Pretty good,
problematic
pretty
than the one I stumbled into. Okay. Can you play that one? What's the sound on that?
Yeah, I'll play. Here we go. Here we ready?
Ballerina cappuccina. Mi. È la moglie di Cappuccino Assassino. E ama la musica la. La sua passione è il ballerino Lololo.
Ballerina cappuccina. Okay.
I do. Like
David
this.
McKay's right. That should be just Ariana Grande.
Okay, this next
Okay.
one's gonna. This
Number
one's
nine.
one of the more bizarre ones.
I love it.
It's two, but they're kind of one collective. It looks like Donald Trump a little bit.
One looks like Donald Trump. The other one looks like professional wrestler IRS. Rest in peace, I believe. Mike Rotunda. Okay. This is
This one's a hard one.
this is Salta Honey Lego.
This is Gara Mara Ramba Ramanan Aramanadan Mandung Dung Tak Tung Tung Prokatankung.
Okay. That
not
that is the first sign of a stroke. I don't know. This makes the
pretty good, though.
least sense of any of these.
Yeah, this one's the most bizarre. The last one, however, is pretty cool. I actually just like this idea here. The shrimp cat.
Filino Shrimpio.
Trippy Troppy.
Oh, come on. All the other ones are like, I like a chimpanzee banana. This one's like, nah, trippy troppy.
What was your favorite? If we were to go back, did you have a favorite out of all these? I like the banana one.
The banana
me
one's
personally.
good. Keep going back. I like, I think I like, I like Dick Nose Tree.
Dick No Tree's pretty sick, dude.
Yeah, Dick Nose-
Pim.
Laser Bolt says, this is what the end of the world looks like. Okay. Fantastic.
Part of it. Isn't that kind of cool?
Fantastic. Okay.
I hope you enjoyed it. Any questions for the viewers at home before I leave?
I think we all have a lot of questions. I actually really appreciate you saying that. I had no idea what this is till this moment. Eli says, papatim. So he probably, that's code for something now. I don't know what's going on. Okay. All right.
If you want more of these audience members, I will come back every week and present Ken with a new clever idea.
I really do want this. So this is, I've learned a lot, and I've learned what I shouldn't learn. Scotty, thank you.
Via con Dios, Ken.
Via con Dios, indeed. Thank you, Scotty. Scotty, Mr. J-Ro, checking in. We got calls from Evan. We got calls from Jerry. Jerry's got proof of an alien language, and then we're going to do some GOT as well, if Jared's okay. So hold on. Let's bring in Evan calling back in tonight with some big news. Evan, how are you doing, my friend?
Hey, Ken, I'm good. How's it going?
I'm a little confused. I feel as though I've just had a medical incident, but I enjoyed that segment a lot. So thank you.
That was a lot of fun. In case you did say something offensive, you can use my lawyer, my union lawyer. If you need to lawyer up in case you said something that you probably shouldn't have said in a different language.
I'm always close to doing that, but I think I'll DM me the number. But anyways, you got some big news?
Yeah. So I'm less than 2 weeks out from being a dad again.
Ooh, okay.
So very exciting. And nerve-wracking. It's my wins of winter. I am overjoyed. My son is the sweetest thing in the whole world. He's 2 years old, and I feel like a terrible person for bringing children into this planet.
No. Nah. That just means we got to fight harder for their future, right?
That's what I keep telling myself.
You know? Okay. So you say your winds of winter, child. Does that mean this took longer than planned, or you have another book coming?
There might be another book. I hope we get to finish the story.
Okay. Good. Okay. Well, big congrats, as Brady says in chat. That's wonderful. And then how come that has you thinking about baseball?
Baseball, especially at this time of year, in the winds of winter, it's cold and bleak, especially here in New Jersey. I see something positive to look forward to, which is my children and baseball. I can't wait for the weather to warm up and to be out at the ballpark again.
taking the kids to a ballpark eventually. I'm sure that's not this season.
Just flipping Yes Network on and watching the Yankees.
Yeah. So I was just, yeah, you're a Yankee fan, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, is that generally the New Jersey connection? They don't go Mets.
It's kind of split.
Okay.
Yankee. It's kind of whoever your football team is for the most part. So the Yankee Giants or the Yankees played, the Giants played at Yankee Stadium. So Yankees and Giants, and usually the Jets played at Shea, so it's Jets and Mets.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I can't still explain Yankees and Dolphins. I mean, I can, but I can't explain it to people. Well, first of all, again, big congratulations. Very happy for you and the family. And no, I think if you choose to bring kids in this world, that's with good reason and good faith, and we're going to fight for everyone's future. But even more inspiration with little kid in your house too. Now two, right? This is two.
We are. Yeah, this will be our second.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Evan. Anything else, sir?
Nothing. Like I said, if you need that lawyer, let me know.
Cool.
And enjoy the brain rot.
Yeah, I feel as though we brain rotted together as a team. Thank you, Evan.
Thanks.
Love that there. I'm going to catch up with some super chats here. David McKay says I'm enough. Thank you very much, sir. Sean called me crazy. That is true. No. And also, I want to celebrate some longtime members. Sean is a member as well. Okay. Keb Esta Loco. Addie, Professor Smart Things, member for 17 months, says she loves this community. That is good. And we got Scarlet Wolf, a.k.a. Mandalorian Jedi, member for 6 months. Glad to see everyone here tonight. The Obscurus SAS Malcolm says, can't hope you're all right. As working in fields that forced you to be more articulate, specific with your words, made you better or worse at holding a conversation in the real world? I am bad at conversations in the real world because unless there's a microphone in front of me, buddy, I don't communicate much. I'm also not good in confrontations because I'll go to anger pretty fast. So I avoid them for that reason because I don't necessarily want to do that. Because like in the case of like what's going on with my neighbor, I wouldn't go over to him and be like, hey, man, why are you filming me? I'd go over there and be like, I have a hatchet and I'm going to hatchet you. Like I unless there's a microphone, I don't know who I am enough to communicate. So I think it's actually helped me get stuff out. It's helped me be a better comic. The Blathering has helped me be a better stand-up comic. But yeah, I think it's worse at holding the conversation. I also get really, I'm not good. If I'm in a group of people, I'm not the center of attention. So if New Year's Eve, Mark Ellis and I stopped by some friend's house for a quick hour to hang out at their party. I just sit quietly on the couch and I listen to everyone and I nod. I don't have much to add. And I just don't feel I have much to add to conversations unless I'm on a stage. Am I saying it's mentally healthy? No, I'm not. But thank you for the super chat. Addie says, thanks, Scotty. It's nice to see that we're raising our electric bills and destroying the environment. So to do, definitely worth it. Yeah, nice to see what we're raising our electrical bills. Yeah, the kids are our future, except for right there. Let's bring in Jerry, the Canon junkie. Then we got Jared, and then we got Addie. Jerry, good to have you back on the show. Have we got proof?
Hey, how's it going, Ken?
Yeah, yes. It's good. I'm a little Scotty scared me, but in a good way.
Right. Well, I mean, Scotty has his finger on the pulse of the youth, and the youth's pulse needs a little work. Maybe I don't know. The kids are all right. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. But yeah, no. The Italian brain rot has missed my 8-year-old though, so that's where count your blessings.
Yeah.
I guess. But,
yeah. No. And Vermont Mike made, I think, the correct connection to Garbage Pail Kids. Well, it's completely different. It's also completely the same. And I was part of that generation that, like our Garbage Pail Kids, Jerry, got banned at schools. It was such a thing. And I had a stack of them. And one of the other teachers, Mr. Mistel, I remember you, reached over me and said, you can't have those, and took an entire stack out of my hands.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, listen, because those are, that's the slippery slope into the devil's arms is the Garbage Pail Kids and stuff. And is that your sinful confession tonight?
No, my sinful confession was not picking up dog food.
Okay. Well, this is Garbage Pail Kids today. I don't know. Maybe I don't need to go to church the next, kind of a thing.
I think that's how it. That's
how it happened for me. I think.
Yeah, definitely. Scotty says he's so scary. I do feel bad, Scotty. I really value your lesson, And I think the next time
really
you're on a romantic encounter with a young lady, I think you should whisper these sweet tra-la-la, tra-la-jappuccinos in her ear, and it will probably work.
Chimpanzini bananini or whatever it is. But anyway,
I wouldn't sext any of this stuff, but I don't know what Scotty does in his free time.
not today.
Okay. Jerry, first of all, good to have you here. I apologize for shaving my beard.
That's okay. I'll allow it just once.
You've got big proof of an alien language?
Ken, okay. Aliens are among us, and they can't shut the fuck up.
Wow.
They can't.
Wow.
They can't. I'm sorry. Can I cuss on this show? I can, right? This is
we've loosened the reins. I've decided to step in to the true identity that I am, and it's a potty mouth.
Okay. Well, that's great. Great shit. Okay. But aliens are here. They can't shut up.
Okay.
And they are talking through their vessels. Okay. And I think that I have discovered that has everyone seen the trailer for Steven Spielberg? By the way, my most anticipated film of the year, Disclosure Day, coming out. I'm so excited for Steven Spielberg to have his fingers back in. I'm so excited for him to be back in that pocket.
It's not discussed. I want to see it. You know why I want to see it? It's not discussed enough as it should be. But Spielberg believes all that stuff. Close Encounters, he had one of the biggest UFO guys in the history of our world on set as a guy, as a consultant.
Not Yuri Geller. I forget the name of I know who you're talking about. I know the exact person. It's the French guy. It's the French guy that has to do with UFOs. Yes, yeah. Jacques Vallée. Jacques Vallée is who he had on there.
Yep.
I know.
And a lot of my work, a lot of my research for the Y-Files, that guy came up a lot. And then at one point it was like, and Spielberg brought him into Close Encounters to just be on set to be like, yeah, they would do that. The alien would definitely. I think he would wobble a little more, maybe as he comes off the ramp.
Okay. But no,
I'm looking forward to Disclosure Day.
Okay, well, I am as well. But I think that he might be. Listen, he knew Jacques Vallée. Again, I don't think he's with us anymore. But
or
Spielberg, he might be, man. Maybe he went off. He's not with us. He just went home. But Spielberg, I think he has his fingers in all these I think he knows people who know things. You know what I mean? And I think that he might know this guy, this gentleman in this clip that I want to show. I'm going to see if this works. If this doesn't work, this is going to be all bust. Okay.
Just share it. So you can share it like Scotty did.
Here we go. We'll do this. But what we're going to look at here, we have someone who has tapped into an alien language, Ken. And I want you to, here you go. Here we go. Okay. It's going to start playing here. Here we go.
Oh, okay. I'm going to bring it up.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
So I started to tap into Christ consciousness and alchemy and manifestations and stuff, and I've started to elevate, and I've been crowned
as the
king of the collective, and I've tapped into a language. I don't know what it is. Just
You hear that?
Okay. It's buffering.
It is buffering a lot.
But I get the idea.
Yeah. We can. You can pull. Listen, I don't want to scare people.
Oh, so hold on. What this guy is claiming, out of nowhere on TikTok, is that he has tapped into the Christ consciousness. Did I see that right?
Yes. And so what the Christ consciousness is, Ken, there are different consciousnesses beyond our own, the ones that are just out there in the ether. Okay. All right. Okay. And these consciousnesses, the Christ one is the one that the man Christ tapped into for him to be able to do all the things that he did is the theory, right?
In La Biblioteca.
In La Biblioteca. Well, not even La Biblioteca, just from a really woo-woo standpoint.
Got it. Okay.
So we're talking real ancient alien shit here.
So what you're saying is that the man called Christ, Son of God who walked the earth, may have been tapping into an alien-driven Christ consciousness, and that's why he was able to walk on water, bread and wine, fish and loaf into feeding the mass. Like, that's why.
Yes, and I think that's also the Christ consciousness is also messing with my Wi-Fi right now, actually. So I think that's what's going on.
Look, early schmoes, we interviewed the brothers who wrote the first like Conjuring movie, and they were telling some scary stories, and we kept getting weird calls into the studio in which we'd hear a voice or a huff, and then they'd hang up. Yeah, I'm just saying.
That was actually me. I'm sorry. I was a little too
okay. You're a big fan?
Okay. Answer. Yeah. Big fan.
You're a big fan of JT.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Oh, love that guy. But yeah, no. Okay. So Ken, but this guy, I think he's on to something. And quite frankly, I think that Emily Blunt is speaking this language. This is the language that she is speaking in that trailer. I'm pretty damn sure.
Oh, you think? Okay, so I haven't seen the trailer then.
You haven't seen it?
But you're saying, so Emily Blunt's character speaks with the aliens or is used
strikingly similar to this. That sounds again like the man is I don't know, like a cat that just smelled yogurt and is about to puke. So
this splinters off a couple theories for me here, and I want to put them to you, Jerry, because you are the Blathering's paranormal expert. Okay, you're our paranormal reporter. We've established this already.
Paranormal, yes.
So, two thoughts.
All right.
This is great viral marketing for that movie if you just put a normie out there on TikTok speaking the same language that Emily Blunt is, and then it all connects up. Or this kid's speaking the truth, and Spielberg knows. Those are the only two options I see.
I think this kid's speaking the truth. I think Spielberg knows. And as you heard him say, he was crowned as king of this people. And so,
can we hear this again? Okay, I'm going back and get it.
I've tapped into a language. I don't know what it is. Just like
my question, Jerry.
Okay. All right.
Is anything speaking back to him?
I think it's got to be right. I mean, for him to, you mean, is he like getting answers back or something?
Yes,
I don't know.
Like, is he speaking into the flames? Like Varys or what Varys heard?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think he thinks that something is, because
has this user, yes. Mama 6x6, that is username?
I don't know if that, let's see. I haven't done my research.
I don't think a lot of people in the paranormal world.
That's him or listen, don't patronize me. Okay. Come on. Listen, I have a hard enough time finding something that isn't AI generated these days, Ken.
That's very true.
You know how many times I watch a video of a Wendigo these days, and the people are not reacting to it because it's AI. Because the AI can't get our reactions to stuff.
Right. David says it's a remix video. So what's the original? So she's remixing it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So listen, and I don't know what Mama 616 or whatever her name is.
That's Italian. That's Italian brain rot right there.
Mommy
6x6.
Mommy 616. Okay. Baka ruku. Something like that. I think.
Okay.
Actually, I think he's speaking the name of one of those Italian brain rot.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah. Okay. He might be. Okay. Maybe this is what too much Italian brain rot does to you.
Okay.
Possibly.
So. We have proof of an alien language. Jerry, could you keep your nose to the grindstone on the beat of this news like a good, intrepid reporter? And if there's any follow-ups, could we break it down here?
Absolutely. Listen, as soon as I see this guy post another video, maybe he got an answer back or something like that. Maybe he's got a cameo in Disclosure Day. Who knows?
Okay.
Maybe he's the Jacques Vallée of Disclosure.
Maybe. I got really excited for a second. I thought maybe you thought this guy was on Cameo and then we could pay him $5 to give a message to Scotty.
You know what? Maybe I'll actually, unlike a good paranormal investigator, maybe I'll actually do some research.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay. Jerry the Cannon Junkie checking in tonight, our official paranormal reporter. Jerry, you guys don't have a Bomb Bag cast tonight, right?
We do actually in about 10 minutes.
Well, then I got to let you go, but you all should tune into Bombad in one window and the rest of the Blathering in the other. Thank you.
Yeah, stay here. Come see us. We'll be there for a little bit. You're good.
All right. Anyway, there you go. Yeah, for a few hours. All right. Bye-bye. Jerry, check it out. I love that. I'm scared by all of that, but I think we're on to something here. As Addie says, I think we've lost IQ points. A little bit later, Addie has a sinful confession. That's right. If you're just joining, welcome to the Blathering. Hey, join on Patreon, patreon.com/Napzok, or become a YouTube channel member and call into the show. I want to hear your sinful confessions. I confessed my sin earlier tonight. I did not pick up my dog's doo-doo because she doo-dooed on another dog's doo-doo that someone else left behind, but all in the front yard of a absolute MAGA asshole in my neighborhood. So is it a sinful confession or part of the resistance? I don't know. I'm happy to bring back, though, Jared the TIE Pilot, because we're getting back into a little bit of Game of Thrones talk, which is great because this Sunday, a new Game of Thrones series begins. Kind of crazy that in the pop culture world, that seems not to be as well known. And in the light of the real world, there's a lot of other more important things going on. That I get. But in terms of pop culture, we got the Dunk and Egg series starting this Sunday. Jared, how are you, my friend?
I'm not too bad. How are we doing tonight, Ken?
We're doing good. We're doing good. Yeah. I overate at lunch, but I'm okay.
I feel that. I also had quite the had some leftover spaghettis and had one of those eyes were bigger than the stomach moments.
I did too. I'll tell you what I had. I went to the Smokehouse, one of my favorite restaurants. I talk about it often. I went there with Joseph Scrimshaw. We had a little Force Center business meeting, overnight lunch. And Smokehouse, Jared, is famous for their garlic cheese toast, right? I've talked about it a lot. And we picked up a loaf for the appetizer. But during lunch, occasionally they offer something they call the Diamond Burger, which is a burger, a cheeseburger, served on 2 loaves of the garlic cheese toast. So I got one, and it was an abomination. Proof that there is a devil to distract us from the glory of God. I couldn't finish it. It was too much. It was too much of a thing.
Oh no, I feel you. And as Addie said in the comments, yes, thank you for my birthday. Yes, I turned 40 yesterday.
Yesterday was the big day. Okay, love it. Yep. Everyone's doing the 2016, 2026 trend on Instagram. I might post some posters, might post some pictures, but that was my 40th year. I was looking at 40th birthday party pictures. How does it feel? Big celebration, small? You just kind of sliding into the new decade?
Oh, no. Went to work and had some food. I was about it. Did nothing.
Okay. All right. That's fair. Could you go do something wild for me? Okay?
The bones hurt too much.
I get you. I get you. But I can't do. The thing if you drive your car. I don't know if you guys do it in other states. You drive a car, and I'll put this hand on the empty passenger seat just to drive like this. I can no longer move the arm over like that. It hurts. Oof.
Oh yeah. Trust me. I just actually finished a bout of physical therapy for my neck and shoulder for a pinched nerve thing to get loose.
Yeah, that'll do it, pig. That'll do it.
Yeah.
All right. Any final thoughts before we jump into Game of Thrones? Any thoughts on my sinful confession, my crazy neighbor, the alien languages? Do you know of Italian brain, Ron?
Oh, what the fuck were those two on? You guys all make fun of me for having being stoned and whatnot. I just come in here, talk a nice TV show and leave. What the fuck are they on? Literally. I've done my acid, but I didn't share it on YouTube.
I think they're tapped into the Christ consciousness.
Oh Lord, my Lord!
I think that's what's going on over there.
You jumped ahead of us tonight. We're on East Watch tonight. Beyond the Wall is next week.
Which one wait? Then what did I watch today?
I don't know what you might have watched, but we're on episode 5 tonight of season 7. East Watch.
I watched episode 6. That's right. We didn't. Oh my gosh, you're right. All right, hold on. I've watched all of them. Let me. All right. Damn it. I was so prepared too.
We can wait till next week. It's okay.
No. I just gotta get it up. Not the first time I've said that in my life. East Watch. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's right. We hadn't talked about this one yet. This is we got Danny. All right. Okay, let's do the thing so we can clip it out properly there. As he likes to do from time to time, Jared, the Tide Pilot, calls in here live to the Blathering, and we kind of do our little Game of Thrones rewatch here. We put it back up on Casterly Talk, and also new Game of Thrones on the way. We'll be talking about it in some shape or form or fashion on Casterly Talk, so subscribe for more of that. Jared, I was a little confused going into this day, but we are on Season 7, Episode 5, 65th episode overall, directed by Matt Shackman, Eastwatch, right? No. Yes. So confused. Okay, so confused.
60-something, like you said, 65 episodes later, we're feeling it, man. Winter's coming.
Winter is coming here. We got a lot going on. We got the follow up to the battle on the Rose Road. This is the Dany dragons come a burning. We got Bronn and Jaime. We're up at Winterfell. We're in Old Town, King's Landing, Dragonstone, and we end at Eastwatch by the Sea because we are going to take Jon Snow's Snow Team 6 north of the Wall to get ourselves a member of the Dead Army. All right, where do we go from here?
Honestly, I like both. The two things I wanted to go over was Jaime reporting back to Cersei, and just to go more into what we talked about in the last episode, the horror in his eyes and realization of there's a dragon on this battlefield now. Mm-hmm. Everything else is out the window. And also, as we talked about, the Dothraki just being this unstoppable force for Westerosis to even consider, but she wants elephants. She does want those elephants, which is actually a great meme next season that pops up. My friend's wife did a great all I wanted was those elephants t-shirt that went around. I love this scene too because it speaks of just Jaime and Cersei's troubled and often complicated, to say the least, and definitely ill-fated relationship. And I think it's there's a lot of moments that how to say this carefully. I've on second. Well, this is my 10th rewatch of the series completely, probably even more, quite frankly. Having a different understanding and a better understanding of Jaime being, I'll just say in love, and we forget sometimes it's his sister, but it's Game of Thrones. In love with this person he knows is evil, or knows is at least doing evil, right? And that you're seeing that he wants to make better decisions. He can't make better decisions. He doesn't want to make better decisions. And this whole, they got a dragon, and she's like, great, good. We've got more reason to defend and fight hard for what is ours. It's fascinating. It's a fascinating scene. I mean, and Cersei does make the point. I mean, Jaime's telling her we can't do this. He's like, what do we do? Sue for peace? Right. No, that's not going to happen either. Our heads are on spikes one way or the other. It's, when you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die.
And one of my favorite little moments, because she's also saying she's pregnant, but I also love that, Bronn leads Jaime to meet Tyrion and that whole scene. And I love when Cersei's like, oh, you mean your little meeting that Bronn set up with Tyrion? And Jaime's I think in my mind, I take it as he's like, how'd she know? But it's it just kind of speaks to the almost true-hearted nature of Jaime. That I took a meeting. We're supposed to do this. We're helping the realm. I love Tyrion. I just kind of like the difference in their worldview.
Oh yeah, 100%. And the fact that he's surprised that she knows, it's like, bro, you're not that good at the sneaky stuff.
Right. Yeah. I also love, we got stuff going on in Old Town. We got Archmaester Ebros, which is Jim Broadbent, playing the character, which is wonderfully. We have a big decision, and this episode, I haven't done the full thematic breakdown ahead, but a lot of decisions to be made about what you want to do, especially as the story races towards the end, which includes Gendry. We can talk about that, but making just I'm waiting for this. Let's go absolutely F people up. But I love the for so long, all through the series, Samwell Tarly wanted to not necessarily be a maester. He doesn't start out but his quest for knowledge, his quest for books, his quest for information, and he finally kind of gets there into Old Town, and we have the previous episode where he sees the library, all that kind of stuff. It's great, and then he makes this decision to leave. because of their lack of action that they're willing to take or even decide to have others take for the White Walkers and what's going north of the wall. And that's one of my favorite moments with Sam, even though I feel it's one of those examples of season 7, I often say, does move fast, not just in terms of how fast can Gendry run, which is in the next episode, but in things that we've kind of stewed in for a long time. I talked about Jorah going off to get the cure, and then it's kind of solved fast. And I think we have
the
this
climate.
Yeah, and we have a long it's true. We have a long run up to this moment with Sam, and then he finally gets to Old Town. We have a lot of great scenes. We do spend some time with him there this season, but then it's done. He's gone. He's moving on to the next thing. And that I understand sometimes might have moved too fast or felt it was moving too fast when Game of Thrones had spent previous 6 seasons really taking its time because it could, but we're running out of time. Both literally in terms of the production. HBO's given them less time, though it's still 3 hours more than Dan and Dave originally asked for. So I love this moment, even though it gets there kind of fast, if that makes any sense.
No, it does. Because like you said, you go back to season 1, there's a whole episode of just driving down to King's Landing. And, we don't do that. Yeah. We've gotten to the point where we know our characters now. They've kind of settled into who they are and what they're doing. So in my view, we're able to take those steps. Like, yes, we see he arrives and leaves this season, but in all the scenes you bring up, it does make it seem like, yes, he's learning. Much time is passing. This doesn't feel like a weekend stay at summer camp and whatnot. Right. And excuse me. His decision to leave really goes to the solidification of his character. Because like you said, he's growing up not knowing what to be, what to want to be. He should have been like his brother, this big, tough night guy for his dad, but he was soft with books and had a good heart about him. And it's finally cemented in him that that's okay for him. And he has purpose in this world and he knows what needs to get done and is becoming a man of action with how he knows how to fight.
Well said. And I think that pairs well with the end, what is the tail end of the previous week's episode of the big battle and Dany's messy but decisive victory. Samwell is adapting, changing his goals, stepping into his own, and he's doing his part for the bigger battle, where you have his father, Randall Tarley, and Dickon, not Rickon, Tarley, standing for what they believe in a way, but standing in front of a dragon to burn to death as opposed to fighting for any greater goal. Now, they're not faced with join me and fight White Walkers. They're faced with bend the knee to me, my queen. I think there's some twisted honor in what the Tarleys are doing there, but I love pairing those things two together. He was, as you said, his father, as we clearly saw season 6 and previous episodes, treated him so bad. And you're so angry at him and you want Sam to stand up and do something, but he does. He leaves and he takes the sword and he goes out, and here he's going to leave and take his skills elsewhere to join the fight, where his dad and his brother stand tall as they burn to death, erasing themselves from the picture. I love Samwell at the end of this episode.
Oh, definitely. And I got to give the quick props though to his brother Dickon, because Dickon seemed to me, and we never hear of differently, always seemed to be nice to his brother, the older brother. He seemed like he was a good egg. It was just the abusive father,
Well, good egg in a talk about not having the permission structure to change and not having the right words said to him that would allow him to realize he was in sort of a oppressive structure. Knowing his father's bad, but also feeling this is what you are and this is what you have to do. I am a knight. This is his first battle. This is his first action, too, as Bronn and Jaime find out earlier in the other episode. So, yeah, I think there's a lot there and tragic. Now, so the big thing here, too, is we're setting ourselves up for what will eventually happen to Dany. And I'll jump ahead because I got mixed up. I've watched both episodes recently here, but the next episode is season 7, episode 6. I thought we were reviewing tonight, so I just watched that there. So I don't want to take too much from that. But there's a great moment of John, after he's recovering at the end of the episode, and bends the knee, not literally, but bends the knee to Dany and says something along the lines of, basically, the people of Westeros will see who you really are. And that's from this, he knows who she is, knows who she wants to be. And it's also foreboding because the who she ends up kind of being, I don't think is her true nature. I think it's what wins without the right people around her, all those kind of big things. We'll get to that when we get to season 8. But in this is one of the first, you don't have to be a Game of Thrones scholar to point at the screen and go, was this the right move for Dany? At the time, I thought it was, and I still kind of think it is. But what's your reaction to it?
I half agree with the yes. Take the general won't submit. Fine, take out the father. Like that. That is like a political Westerosi move. Like, all right, but you definitely shouldn't have taken out Dickon. If anything, a political prisoner, something like. Right. As Tyrion says, you can't just go around erasing houses.
Yes.
You know, that's how you screw up Westeros in an economic and just social way.
Yeah. Yep. And again, my big take on Daenerys Targaryen is she was the right queen for a realm that didn't want her, and that she was making along the way decisions that I don't know if I necessarily would second guess, but we are now have the benefit of seeing where it ends up. But that also, I think, is part of the story they're telling here. So love all the stuff, love all the Tyrion stuff there. Any other big moments you want to discuss here? And is it just Gendry returning with his warhammer?
Well, I mean, Gendry returning with the war, that's just Gendry's the fucking man. Like Gendry's like a Bronn or Davos. We just love them unconditionally. There's no need for anything. But the little / big moment I do love in this episode, which I don't think, excuse me, gets enough shine, is the little moment of Drogon letting Jon pet him and Dany giving him the blinky eyes and blushy eyes about it as well. You know, this sets up, as you already said, next week's episode where he bends the knee. It's just like this is the episode where he literally gets to mind the phrasing, touch the power that makes the queen. Yes. You know, without the dragons, she's not ever coming to Westeros.
No, I love the scene for what it means for Jon. And of course, a lot of Game of Thrones fans deep into the woods, or even just, those steeped in the book stuff, talk about the prophecies and Azor Ahai, and we're going to all this stuff and who's the 3 dragon riders. I love all that. But I also love that this damn show, much like with Jaime and Cersei, puts you in a position where you're rooting for these 2 characters, Dany and Jon, to rip each other's clothes off, even though no, ooh, bad, wrong. And there's so much, I love the kind of connection, but also heat between the characters that's building throughout this season. I think it was well played.
That is a funny little thing, how GOT trained us with twin incest, then we get into House of the Dragon, where it's just like, well, of course she has to marry her uncle.
and I know, obviously, I know, some of the real history drawn upon, but which it doesn't make it any better. But I was just in my rewatch for this episode and the next one was just like, oh, I hope they really get that's right. They don't know nothing good about this. Nothing good about this. All right, great episode, and one of my favorite things, the final note of the episode for me, Jared, is getting to Eastwatch and seeing Eastwatch just as a person that used to just stare at Game of Thrones maps for a long time.
I love maps,
especially back in my Screen Junkies days, the Watching Thrones days, and Collider days. I'd fall asleep studying Game of Thrones maps. To finally get to see on screen Eastwatch. Kind of fully realized, and I really loved that. So fun final note for me.
It is. So next week we got Beyond the Wall, as you said, our Snow Team 6.
Yeah,
and
and I can't wait to get to it because rewatched it twice actually in the last couple of days. It might be one of my least favorite episodes, but in watching it, I'm like, it's got some really great stuff in it, which is also kind of what this show.
I was gonna say that just speaks to the show. Even the bad episodes, you're just like, I mean, Yeah, look at this though.
Yeah, indeed. So there you go. Thank you, Jared, for checking in tonight.
Always, you guys stay safe. Have a nice one.
There we go. Jared, the TIE pilot, talking a little Game of Thrones. And like I said, stay tuned to Casually Talk. We're going to figure out, Alden and I and other folks, maybe how we're going to talk about Night of Seven Kingdoms, the Duncan Egg series. But I'm also just excited to watch it as a fan. So there you go. We're racing along. We got a call from Addie here. You guys have been great tonight. Thank you for bringing your A game. Really appreciate it there. Thank you for the super chats as well to help support the show. As like I said earlier tonight, I want your sinful confessions. I did not pick up my dog's doo-doo today, but I think I was okay in doing so. What do you feel about that? Am I wrong? Am I morally wrong? So there you go. Let's take a call here from Addie. Addie, our resident professor of smart things. By the way, Addie, hi. Science will return next week. I pushed it off this week because just a lot of reasons. But Addie, happy to have you here.
Hi, Ken.
Hello.
How's it going? Hello.
I have extra cheese toast in the fridge. I can't complain.
Cheese toast does make everything better.
Oh, you got to get out to Smokehouse. It's so good, but it's so unspectacular, and that's the magic about it.
Well, that's good. That's good.
All right, you said you had a sinful confession. Confess.
I have a sinful confession. So, parking at my job is a nightmare.
Okay.
If I don't get to work before I'm going to say 7:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Parking, I might as well walk a mile.
Right. Take a bus and walk.
Yeah.
Like Brady.
Strongly considering taking the bus this semester, but that's a story for another time.
Another day.
So they made matters worse because they took 2 parking spaces, they painted lines across them, and they put up signs that say loading, unloading only, no parking.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Now, to be clear, it is not a loading zone. It is not a fire zone. It is just 2 parking spaces that they painted diagonal lines across and then put up signs that said loading, unloading, no parking.
Okay. Okay.
I will park very far away from my building.
Mm-hmm.
I will park on the street. Earlier this week, I parked at a colleague's house who lives in the neighborhood by where I work and then walked from their house to work.
I don't think it's a bad strategy, but how long was that walk?
It was a decent, I would say, 10 minutes, and the weather was not that bad.
Okay. So not horrible, but not optimal. You can't do that every time.
Yeah. No, and I don't want to be the person who's suddenly parking in front of his house. His neighbors are going to wonder what's going on.
Every morning, this lady comes here, parks, and okay. Yeah.
And then she's there all day.
All day, yeah. Okay.
So sometimes I park in the no parking space.
Look, okay. How long? The whole day?
Whole day.
And
don't get a ticket.
You don't get a ticket. Is there campus security, police? What's the situation there? Without revealing, of course, any location.
There's public safety.
Okay.
Who will ticket?
Have you seen people get ticketed at this parking spot or heard of it?
No, that's why I continue to park there.
Yeah. Okay. So here's drawing from my years as a public safety director. On sometimes, and I'm not saying this is in every state, in every city, in every mall, but we would have red zones. And we would not want you to park in the red zones for obvious reasons. Drop off, blah, blah, blah. I would try to teach my officers, like, hey, if you see a car there with the blinkers on and there's a pregnant lady getting in the car, I think there's probably a good reason for the car to be there, right? Like, pull off of it. But also, if it looks, grab and run some jewelry stores, that's often what they do, blah, blah, blah. It's a bigger thing. But we could never ticket, and now we could do we don't have ticket power, but we do a citation. We track the car. Hey, just a please don't park here thing. We'd have your car information in the records in case you get. But the LAPD or LA traffic could not come and ticket because it was technically it's private property and we painted them red. So it was kind of unofficial. So I'm wondering if there is hey, this is a loading zone. But if you park there, it's not legally a loading zone. And I don't even know if there is legal loading zones, so we can't ticket you. All I'm saying is you might be in the clear.
Like I said, like it's a fire lane. There is a fire lane nearby. I don't park in that.
And you wouldn't, you wouldn't want to, right? Yeah.
So it's not a handicap spot. Don't park in those.
Right.
It is a parking space that they decided wasn't going to be a parking space anymore.
And that's the other thing. So first of all, I guess I forgive you of your sins, Addie, and I think you're okay to park there until you are told not to. I think this is a do it and apologize later kind of thing. Because they clearly felt maybe there was a need for it or, blah, blah. But also to me, there's an acknowledgement that there's a parking problem because they're like, well, people are complaining about parking a mile away and walking. So maybe we give them some loading zones to drop off stuff and go find better parking. And that means it's fair game, I think, right now.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate being absolved of my sins. I absolve you of not picking up Franny's doo-doo.
Thank you. Officially. Addie, thank you. Appreciate you as always. And looking forward. Oh, wait, Addie, here, hold on. We're going to do this live on air, Addie. Are you ready?
I was going to say, are we going to do this live on air?
Yeah,
okay.
We're going to do this live on air, everybody. Are you ready? Okay, I need to see. Do you need this one?
Yes.
Okay. Do you need this one?
Yes.
Okay. Do you need this Padme calendar? Yeah, you do. Do you need this one?
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay, yeah. Do you need, and this, I have another one of these with Jake Lloyd on it. Otherwise, I think I'd hold on to this. But do you need this one?
I do. I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Those are going to be Addie's. We did it. Addie, now I don't need to send you pictures.
There we go. We saved time, effort. This is the ADHD at work, kids.
Big news. Big news. I got the big referral, everybody. On Wednesday, I finally said the right word, and I very organically, nothing forced. I said the right words to get my referral to be diagnosed ADHD. Therapist finally, was like, and I said something. She was like, I'm going to refer you. So we'll see what happens, folks. But there we go. Addie, appreciate you. Science next week, okay?
Science next week. We might finally answer Cal's question about what this AI slop's doing to the environment.
Let's do it. Thank you, Addie. Resident professor of smart things. Calling in there. Let's see. Catching up here on questions. Collecting Star Wars did a great job circumnavigating the rules that we put on tonight. I had no talk in Star Wars tonight unless I'm trying to get magazines to Addie. But Collecting Star Wars says, hey, Cam, with Filoni taking charge of Lucasfilm, is this the perfect time for Indiana Jones animated series? That's technically not Star Wars. And I'd be really interested. I'd be really, really interested by a Indiana Jones animated series. I really, really would. Can't lie. I think there's people to do the voice and do it well. What's his name did it in the video game. I haven't played the video game yet, but everyone is happy with his performance. Forget his name. He considers himself a bit of a rock star, so I can't even remember his name. But I like the idea. So Collecting Star Wars, let's do it. And Brady 8984M says short round series. Yes, I think that'd be good as well. I think you can do it. I think you can do it without even needing. In live action, without even needing the character of Indiana Jones. Anthony and Gruber. Kyle, that's a good reference. Deep cut. Yeah, Troy Baker. Very talented individual. I do not know him personally. Ethan's got it. Okay. So there you go. Great question there. And then we got a written sinful confession from Osvetnik. Ethan. Sinful confession. I routinely bake cookies for my wife, but I don't tell my kids I bake them. My wife and I eat them all without them. Ethan, you are absolved of your sins. You are absolved of your sins. Parents have to keep some life for themselves, right? You're good parents, Ethan. You and your wife are good parents who sacrifice so much to make their lives better, as you should. That's why you have kids. That's what you should do when you get those kids. But you're still human beings, and I think it's healthy to do this. Now, 10 years from now, maybe you tell them this at a Thanksgiving dinner and you all laugh about it. Maybe one will get mad or something. I don't know. But blessed are you, Ethan. You are absolved of any sins. Brady asks, Addie's right. This just sounds like self-care. And Brady asks a great question. How do the kids not smell it? Oh, Laserbolt's got a great workaround for that. Light a candle and say, that's what they smell. Oh, Ethan says we do it after their bed. Yes, you do. You do. Love that there. There you go. Okay. We're back, baby. The show is here. As I said, tomorrow, if we got any time in the morning, so check out Anytime with Ken and Alden. And then at 2 p.m. Pacific live, the normal Force Center Friday live stream will happen, but we're not going to be taking calls, just be taking your questions. It is going to be a charity stream. We had planned this already. We're set to announce this today, that Friday was going to be a charity stream. We got two wonderful organizations that we will be supporting here. I will get those up so we have the information. Community Aid Network Minnesota and Immigrant Law Center, which is doing work on the ground in Minneapolis, St. Paul. We're going to be doing a Force Center charity stream for them. But as fate would have it, big news stories, of course, broke today, as had been rumored, but we didn't want to comment on it until it was real. Kathleen Kennedy retiring as Lucasfilm president, Dave Filoni and Lin-Wen Brennan taking over, had been rumored for a while. I always kind of thought Carrie Beck was going to be in that spot, but it's Lin-Wen Brennan, who's been with the company for a long time. So we're going to talk about that. And if you have questions about it, comments about it, we'd love for you to pay for that so that you could help us raise some money for these two organizations doing great work on the ground while Minnesota is under siege. Minneapolis and St. Paul, of course, to be specific. Didn't address much of the news tonight, and I don't know if I'll be doing that much more on the Blathering, but we'll be doing it in other spots anytime for now. And on Tuesdays live with Pat Conkey, as I help produce his show, Culture, Faith, and Politics Live, and we get into wonderful discussions about it there. But there's an absolute siege on the Twin Cities area, and it appears as though that siege is going to soon start focusing on other spots, as we know, but Maine, maybe Portland, Maine specifically. So stay tuned. And my thought is this: I will not budge off this. I will not budge off this. Find the ways to affect change, and that might include hitting the streets with a shovel, as has been claimed recently. That might put us out of our comfort zone, but it also might mean you have to find the people in your life that are ready to change with you or make changes and have those conversations and understand as best you can, as long as they're not complete, absolute Nazi fascist loving idiots. But find the people in your life who aren't plugged in. There are more people than I think we realize who are not plugged in, not because they're monsters, not because they're turning away. Oh, no, there's a lot of folks that see things and turn away. Yes, different thing I'm talking about. Most of our world, check out voter turnouts throughout history when everyone was allowed to vote. Voter suppression still a thing, of course. But after it was not just white property owners and, after we'll throw some bones to some other groups. Most people are just still operating off 20 to 25-year-old programming that politics is that messy thing. And what's happening in Minneapolis, it's like Kent State. What's happening in Venezuela, that's always been the state of the world. And they've tuned out, and they're just playing for their team. Find those people in your life and find ways you can talk to them. I want to know what the goals are going forward. I'm going to yell and scream like all of us. I'm going social media every now and then and post something like, this is horrible. We should do that. It's an outlet. But I am even more convinced that I want to hear from people what their actual goddamn goals are to get us across a finish line in which we all can win. That's where I'm going. That's what I'm doing with Pat Conkey on Tuesdays on Culture, Faith, and Politics. So happy and thrilled and honored to be working with them. And that's what we'll be doing on Anytime with Ken and Alden. That's it. Have a good night, everybody. Have a great time. Find some piece of joy. Hold on to it, because it is truly concerning and dark out there. Find your community and stick with it. See you next time here on The Blathering. Bye.